Hello everybody, Anthony is here. So this video is more like an inspirational one. I'll just show this work that I was finally allowed to show a couple of weeks ago. So this was a concept made for a client. So client provided a body that I sculpted the whole bike around, starting with the rough 3D sketch down to this state. And I wanted to show this as just as another demonstration of how cool it is to design stuff that's not boxy inside 3D code. So think about boxes, box modeling or beveled boxes inside Modo or Blender, Maya, where you deal with that stuff. You can get some really cool results, but then you're still limited in like organic shapes that you can produce. And I think when you deal with hard surface and 3D code, you're not really limited to any kind of designs that you can create. There are a few caveats, like creating a really, it's quite tough to create something that's got really tough, neat edges, right? But otherwise, I think it's a great piece of software to do that. So all the designs of these bikes were created inside Keyshot. So essentially, I've had an image, maybe I've typed something in Photoshop, like Flymaster, then exported it as a PNG and dropped it on top just with a planar projection. And Keyshot is great because it gives you this ability to move stuff around. So I'll try to, so you can change the projections here, like to camera projection, for example. Well, obviously, now it's all like camera based, and if you move the camera, the texture is moving. So it's only good for really like texturing tests. Here I opened a bunch of patterns I've downloaded from Unsplash.com. Unsplash gives you these totally free images that I've experimented a lot. So I would just drop one on top. I have a color blend in here with red, so I can change it to blue. And I was trying to really go into this bit more modern, look with some patterns, some brush patterns thrown on top. Using the three-planar projection allows you to change the look quite a bit. So you can change the angle for that. And you can't really see it, but I think I need to change the scale of the texture. So I've tried like 30 different, I think like 50 or 60 different images on top, because you just throw them on top and play around. Here I have decals for the labels. So here I'll drop this label, and then I would play around with the size of this label on the model itself. So I was allowed to essentially do the graphic design in 3D, which is really, really cool. Because you can do it. I was trying to do it in Photoshop. You do it in Photoshop, you kind of get the idea, but it's still not that really. Or you have to create all these masks around the body, while here it's naturally masked out by the 3D shape. So yeah, this is actually a pretty cool shape. So you're playing around with a whole bunch of ideas, trying to see something original. Here I have, if you look at this material, you can see a whole bunch of lines. There is actually a pattern, like a photographic liquid pattern at the bottom. And there is a decal, like says just D-Hawk D on top. Then I have these lines that are been repeated across, and this is essentially another pattern, that's another decal that's been repeated infinitely on top. So here I go to labels. Not sure if I think it didn't pick the right material or something. Right. So one of those, yeah, this is my line. Just a single line, just a black and white pattern made in Photoshop, and then it's been just didn't put to repeat horizontal, repeat vertical, and blend it with blue. So it's neutral gray or neutral white that's been blended with. You can blend with any color. I can change it to yellow. I have this window on my other screen, or pink. So yeah, it's quite cool that they can do this inside Keyshot. Once again, this is unsplash.com, a bunch of public domain free images for your stuff. Then I use the HDRI from HDRI Heaven, and it's another great resource where you have absolutely free maps that you can use in your projects. High quality map, like 16K maps, you know, and then it's just free. This is really insane that these guys provide it for free. So I would encourage you guys to go over and download one of those if you haven't done it before, and maybe donate a little bit to their cause. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope it was a little bit useful. Definitely ask me any questions on the project in the comments, and I'll try to answer to everybody. And see you in the next